This is a Steadicam I built back, I don't know, oh, it has a date on it, 5/13/09. Don't bother. Way too hard, don't bother. Buy one of the store-bought ones. They're probably like $99 and they're perfect with servos and auto stabilizers and everything. This is an obsolete camera. This is obsolete. Maybe I'm just bragging about this thing because I love it so much. This camera, it's from, I don't know, it's from 2008, 2010. I use these old ones to simulate VHS or old looking footage because they just look right and they do the lighting all bad and the resolution's all wonky. And they're fun to use and easy to use and they shoot on cards. And I just think this thing is so beautiful. It's made in Japan. It's all either aluminum or stainless or titanium. But the problem is with the LCD screen folded out, it doesn't stay up by itself. So I made this little foot. And it was hard to make. It's a 1/4 inch screw, but I had to chisel out so that the screw head would fit in. And then I had to get the threads exactly the right height. So I cut the threads to exactly the right height with a Dremel so that when you screw it all the way home, it lands like that, nice and snug. It lands like this, nice and snug. And now, you know, it stays open. But I don't know. I think I'm just bragging and it's totally useless and you're never going to buy this camera. Okay, so this charging station is a new project that evolved from a desk. And I don't know, I'll figure out. There is a brand name on this desk. They're sought after. They're weirdly sought after and they're weirdly expensive, but I love them. And I have, with sheet metal screws, attached this sheet of plywood to the desk surface, and I built this desk, which is attached to the wall. I built it to the same height as this. It's got wheels on it. These are casters that I bought from Home Depot. No, I'm sorry. I think I got these from McMaster, but maybe Home Depot. I tapped the legs so that they threaded in because the casters that come with this are terrible. I replaced the hardware with stainless steel. And then I originally just had this Belkin. I love these Belkin rectangle surge suppressors. I originally just had it as just to plug stuff into computers and chargers and so forth. And now it's evolved into our charging station. And I added a shelf for the 1DX charger and the T2i charger, and then the Insta360 charger. And then Insta360 sent a whole bunch of cameras over, and and my brother gave me the GoPro, and so I had Mr. Slace here, who's behind the camera that you're watching me on, build this perfectly built. He said a perfect job, bottom shelf. We're waiting on the next Belkin charger to go here. And I think with this sort of thing, you keep it sort of disorganized so that there's lots of room so that you can go fast and you can just take for granted that your batteries are charged. And that's like a discipline thing. I have like little Post-its that say format card, and after I've finished the project and the project's backed up, then we format the card. There's also little stickers that say, charge battery or charged, but the cameras live on the chargers. I don't know if that's bad for them. I don't really understand. I've never understood like lithium ion and chargeable batteries. Oh, you want to run them all the way down? No, you never want to run them all the way down. Oh, they come half charged, but always. I don't get it. I just plug them in and use them until they don't work anymore, and then buy knockoff ones on Amazon. And there's also a third charger up here with the dock from my old laptop that has like the USB-C, I think is what these are called, ports to most everything is these chargers now. Oh, destroyer lamp. We did a whole video on how to build the destroyer lamp for Dad. This is my personal destroyer lamp, and it's a super handy thing. I've already used it twice this week in videos, and it's great on the ground to like light if you're sitting at a desk. It's great for lighting your you know, I don't know what all the lighting's called. There's like key lighting, fill lighting. I don't know what any of that stuff's called. But this is a terrific thing because it's heavy and it moves around. Mine has, this is a gunsmithing hammer that you use. I just use them for nailing in push pins. I got this hook in Japan. I love them, even though, like, when you try to put the thing on, they sometimes it doesn't catch. I put thread lock in there, so it's a little stiffer, but it's so you don't like scratch your head if you bump into it. I don't know, I love them. Okay, this brings us to, these are my shades for blackening the studio, and this is the crappiest homemade filmmaking gear in the studio. It's just black seamless paper, which, as you probably know, tears very easily. And I've put this 2-inch packing tape in the corners, and everywhere I put a push pin, and then I just hold them up with a clothespin. So when I need to blacken the studio, it's just, I roll them down, I take the push pin. These go in easily because I've done it so many times, it's almost like cork. And I blacken, and I have one here, and I have one here. And these skylights I have to do as well, but that's a project. The next video is gonna be these skylights. Okay, so that's a few homemade filmmaking gear things that you can probably make. Put in the comments if you want me to go into depth if I get enough comments that say, oh, go into depth on how you made blah, 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 blah. Maybe I'll make another video that's an in-depth thing. All right, you ready to go to Home Depot? Okay.